Something on your mind? I mean, processing something?
Shall each man find a wife for his bosom, and each beast have his mate, and I be alone? It is from an old Earth novel by Mary Shelley. Please do not take it as a complaint.
All right.
It did bring up a new perspective, however. I am a thing that is not human. Geth, or Reaper. Other AIs are experiments only, tightly controlled. I am free, but alone.
You're not an object, Edie. You're a person. You're not alone.
You are suggesting I consider organics as my peer group? I could do that, but it brings up a question. Artificial intelligences often consider themselves above organic life. I, however, am uncertain if that applies to me. The crew of the Normandy believe I serve them, but also acknowledge that I keep them alive. Am I above them or below?
You're important to us, Edie. You don't have to measure yourself against organics.
That is kind of you to say. It also seems reasonably accurate. If I am not subject to the same expectations, I need not worry about rank. Thank you, Shepard. That helps resolve the conflict I was having. If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play.
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge. Ha!
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line, like the Krogan, can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep him in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes. Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties. Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
Looks like you already have. What happens now?
You gave me a good interview, Commander. That's all I need. Tonight.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Shepard. Take a wrong turn at the elevator?
Excuse me?
Didn't think you knew where to find me. Or cared to know.
I'm here now.
You down here for a reason?
Thought I'd come down to chat.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
We'll see. I'll go easy on you just in case.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Sure. Maybe next time more hitting, less talking. Commander.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
You have received a new message.
Shepard, I thought we could experience an afternoon of acquiring material possessions for our associates.
Shopping? I guess we could. Did you have a place in mind?
Physical proximity is unnecessary. The extranet provides a greater variety of services while retaining entertainment value. Jeff has lent me his credit chit on the condition that I enjoy myself and, quote, live it up like a girly girl.
You don't have money of your own?
I am not formally employed. I have no legal standing in Citadel space. I could turn to crime, but that would look bad on a resume.
We'll get you your own funds sometime. But today, what's first?
I believe Jeff would be surprised and pleased if I got him a gift. What would you recommend?
Start with something both of you can enjoy. What do you do together?
We interact most closely when we are flying. It occurs to me that he does not have a sky car for traveling around the Presidium. Here, the 2187 Blackout has a top speed of 650 kilometers per hour, making it the most powerful sports sky car in its class.
That sounds like it'll get Joker's blood pumping.
5-year warranty? Replacement parts?
No, wait!
I fail to see what is wrong.
When you buy someone a present, it's best not to bankrupt them. You want to rent it.
I see. Perhaps for a day or a weekend, then.
Who's next?
You are. Close your eyes.
Are we getting married?
No. There is a jeweler on the Citadel who produces these. They're made from metals from each council homeworld. Each metal compounds with the last, making the rings stronger. He calls them victory rings. Due to material shortages, only a few exist.
Rare is nice. Unique is better.
Are you valuing me?
It's the thought that counts. And you had a good one.
I have heard that expression. That's why I recorded a resonance map of my quantum bit arrays when I had the idea. If you read my extensive log files and extrapolate from my nitrogen vacancy centers, you can visualize the thought precisely.
That's a long way for a joke, Edie.
Did I have you for a few seconds there?
Not even close. Who's next?
I was thinking of something for Liara.
Commander, I see you have purchased the necessary party supplies. When you are ready, you can send invitations from your private terminal. What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
Let's keep things relaxed.
Certainly, Commander. I'll ensure music remains at an appropriate volume and arrange for some refreshments. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Count on it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
So, what happened after that?
Nice ink. But you got a long way to go to catch up.
Nah, I just got this when I lost my squad a few years ago. Hey, what's the story behind that? And how far down does it go?
Tactful, as always.
What? I'm just wondering. I like tattoos.
So, how you doing?
Shepard?
Shepard, grab a drink.
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's very soothing. It's great.
Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
This is fun for you, Shepard? I could ramp it up.
Now you I like.
Relax. The night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
Hey, James. Having fun?
I'm relaxed, but fun? I think my kindergarten graduation was more fun than this.
Very funny.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do. You know if that waterfall is warm water or cold?
Oh, you think so?
Reminds me of Cora's den. Haven't been back there in a while.
Well, you should see the other guy. He wound up with more than this.
I wonder if there's anything stronger behind the bar.
Wonderful.
Too many things to break in here. Could be a fun party.
I can't get over the size of this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one.
Or purchased a time machine so I may escape all these primitives.
So, Shepard, keeping the hard liquor under lock and key?
Otherwise, I'd have to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Do you still have your toothbrush?
No worries. I'm sure Cerberus would be happy to build us the SR-3. We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to squeaking in 50,000 years later. In my cycle, too many people in one room risked a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful.
That was a joke. I didn't get it.
Your guests appear to be enjoying this relaxed atmosphere. Would you like me to keep everything at its current intensity?
I think it's time to turn things up a bit.
I will arrange for up-tempo music and additional cocktails right away, Commander.
I took that the wrong way. It's your fault.
Worst planet to get shot down over? We're talking pre-war?
Pre-war, life-bearing worlds only.
I'm going with Tarith. Garden World, yes, but it's got those chlorine swamps.
I will see your Tarith and raise you Azoria, home of toxic spores and athlete's law.
Neither of you'd last a day on Tuchanka. And Tuchanka supports life.
I think you meant to say, consumes.
That's the point. It's got critters that'll rip your guts out.
Well, assuming it's a crash in the Kodiak, I'll have my arms locker. Bring on the wildlife.
Hey guys, duck and chop.
No worries, this is fun for us. So, you don't have a sidearm under your pilot's chair?
The weapons locker is on the bridge, practically right there.
A weapon you can't get to is no weapon at all. When's the last time you trained with a handgun?
Sometime before I got the ass-kicking robot as my co-pilot.
That's no good. What if you have to save Edie someday?
Unacceptable. You should always train. Pilots are warriors too.
You know what this is? It's a mad emergency. Take this kid out back and make him do target practice.
Exactly. Some range time will fix you up. Right, Commander?
You are not taking me shooting. My testosterone levels are plenty high. I fly a deadly war machine, remember?
Joker, I'm surprised. What about the Collector attack? The bridge can get dangerous.
Hey, they totally proved my point. If I'd fired off a shot then, I would have been mobbed. The real weapon is your brain. Take that away, you got nothing.
Still would have been nice to have a little backup at the sushi bar.
You know, there's a combat simulator on the Citadel.
Hell no. Maybe a shooting range if we're not letting this go. Maybe. But not while I'm wasted. Or hungover.
Hungover is the perfect time to train. Makes you angry at every loud noise.
Cortez, you're on. If you're in condition to take me there, you can. But tonight, you gotta match me, shot for shot.
Careful with that stuff. It'll knock you out. Didn't think I'd see you here. You're not dead yet?
Great party. I'd better see you out on the dance floor later.
We'll see.
Yes, absolutely.
What kind of music is this? That's not that club crap, is it?
Having fun, Zaid?
As much fun as you can have without plastique.
I'm not really sure I want to go to that level of fun.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Absolutely. Biotics are impressive. I'm not saying they aren't.
You're just saying that they're not that impressive.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. I'm sure no one here is insulted.
Not yet. What are you trying to say, James?
I'm just saying. What I'm trying to say is... I mean, check out these guns. Biotics can't give you this kind of fine instrument. The peak physical form that you see before you. I mean it. Check me out.
Go on. Not sure if I can tell just by looking.
Is there more to your argument?
Come on in closer. Don't be shy.
Hey, what's going on here? Everyone playing nice?
Of course, Shepard. James was just explaining how physical conditioning trumps biotics.
Really? You going there, James?
Commander, just listen. Biotics are strong, but unpredictable. All that cooling down.
I don't cool down, big guy.
A person can improve their physique, but biotics, they are what they are.
He's joking. Right, James? I mean, what's your point exactly?
Okay, maybe it's not conditioning exactly. Maybe it's just the condition of one James Vega. Come on, Ashley. Hey, Liara. Check it out. This guy here never has to cool down. In fact, the hotter, the better.
Goddess.
James, this is a no-brainer. Biotics win, hands down. We're talking about harnessing dark energy here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look around you. That had to be an argument you couldn't win.
Dumbass.
Yeah, well, You win some, you lose some. Ashley, you couldn't back me up?
Not without closer inspection.
Yeah? Huh. I think I can make that happen.
Okay, then.
Okay. More drinks? Snacks? Help yourselves. What's wrong, you two?
I am asking Specialist Trainer about why she found my voice sexually attractive. On one occasion, you said that you wanted to, quote, pin my voice against the wall and run your tongue along its collarbone.
Well, there's a context there that... you were talking about quantum entanglement, and I didn't know you were an AI. Anyway, I was just joking. You know, stress of the retrofits and...
Really? My diagnostics suggested that you were genuinely aroused.
You have diagnostics. Cerberus programmed you to check body language.
I get more reliable results measuring pupil dilation and thermal readings of erogenous zones.
Oh, good lord.
Fair's fair, Trainer. Edie has a right to ask about what you said.
I was very interested in Trainer's ability to develop sexual feelings for what was, at the time, a bodiless voice.
You are all terrible. Edie, I apologize for saying that I wanted to roll naked with your voice in satin sheets.
Oh, I was not offended. In fact, it was flattering.
Even the part where I wanted to grab your voice by the hair and nibble my way down its back.
I do not, in fact, remember you saying that, Samantha.
Oh, that wasn't out loud. Never mind.
Your guests appear to be enjoying themselves, Commander. What shall I do now?
Let's turn up the music and get some people dancing.
Very good, Commander. I have had little opportunity to use my bounce and spin functionality.
Jack,
Yes, indeed.
at social events like this, it is customary to dance with friends or loved ones. Would you dance with me?
It's gonna take a lot more than a polite request to make that happen, Edie.
I have recordings of you talking in your sleep that would make for a highly amusing extranet video.
Okay, that's cheating.
So we won't dance with you, huh?
Hello, Shepard. You will not.
Well, I will.
Seriously though, don't go there.
Well, then maybe you should dance with him.
Other people are dancing, Jet.
Yes, they are. And I am sitting here enjoying my drink.
Joker.
No.
Come on.
No.
Seriously?
Ugh. Fine.
I'm gonna feel this in the morning.
I'll have one.
You should bring out those moves more often, trainer.
You and I dancing at the same time? Too dangerous. We'd like... Hell yeah!
Captain on deck!
It's very enthusiastic.
We should record this and broadcast it for the Reapers. They'll either run away, melt down, or fall in love.
Good to see some things don't change.
Well, I like it, Commander. It's good to see you cut loose now and then.
Thank you all for your loyalty and support.
Taking a wild guess here, Shepard, but whatever you're serving is starting to kick in. Hasn't the aura always been so blue?
Dancing during wartime wastes precious energy.
Can't dance myself. I move like a greased, one-legged Varan. Not a pretty picture.
What's going on over here?
Shepard! Found something to shoot.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's okay. We're all professionals here. Some of us with no depth perception, but it's fine.
Don't worry. This happens at Krogan parties all the time.
And yet I'm still not confident. Probably best I walk away now.
As you wish. I believe the Zaid human is really a Prothean in disguise. I like that one. He and I have discussed conquering the galaxy after the Reapers are gone. Though I do not understand why he's always damning his god.
Every chance I get.
Really? You have them all memorized?
67. Holmium. Atomic weight about 165.
Turian parties almost never end with someone reciting the elements.
68. Erbium. Atomic weight 167 and change.
You run communications. Why did you need to memorize the periodic table?
69. In your dreams. You know, the Normandy's empty right now, and it has a really nice shower.
It's thulium, in case anyone cared. Turians have trace amounts in our skin. Protects us from solar radiation.
And here I thought you weren't playing.
Shepard?
Dancing is often considered pleasurable, Jeff.
Well, not for me.
Perhaps you've just never found the right partner.
Nothing like a little...
And one day, the Prothean Empire will rise again, and all the primitives will kneel before Javik.
You're crazy.
Shepard.
Hey, Shepard.
Are you having fun?
Kind of.
Excellent. You're dancing.
Could not.
Could too. I
could float you off this balcony without breaking a sweat.
Oh, I know you could, but do you have the cojones to actually do it? Any of you?
James.
Shepard,
What's up?
just proving a point. I think James has a newfound respect for biotics.
You okay, James?
Yeah, this is trippy. I'm kind of buzzing all over.
Do you find it relaxing?
Kinda. Among other things.
I'm glad you lost that bet, James. When's my turn?
Careful. I need my full crew back when the night's over.
Okay, you've had your fun. Put me down now.
Come on, let's dance.
Hey, Edie, check this out. Oh, fingers.
Very.
Hey, everyone. Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay. Everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
Let's see if anyone else is up.
Was someone making tea? I could use some tea.
Did we, break anything last night? I don't suppose you need anything around here. Calibrated. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should just stop saying that word. But only if Liara stops saying, by the goddess.
The apartment seems so quiet now.
Hey, you look like shit. You know the best part of an overcharged biotic amp? No hangovers.
Shepard, good to see you up. Hope I didn't wake anyone up with my snoring. I go like a buzzsaw since I got my nose broke. By the way, you're almost out of bacon. Our bacon, anyway. There's still some of that dextrose shit in the freezer. I saved you 3 strips. Figured it was fair payback for all the times you saved mine, right?
Morning, Shepard. Hope you slept well. Oh, I would have thought all those tequila shots with James would have prepared me for last night.
Some neighbors came by last night to complain about the noise. I put their bodies in the building incinerator. That was a joke.
Shepard? Morning. I need a floor to curl up on. Oh, not so loud.
Okay, who wants eggs? Liara, eggs? Trainer. Esteban, eggs? Joker, where is that guy? Ash, come on, I promised you eggs. Rex, buddy, eggs? Javik, man, you gotta try my eggs. Anyone else? Garrus, you know my eggs. Shepard, eggs?
Hey.
Been a while since I hit the hard stuff. About time. You live past 700. You start paying for a night like that the next morning. Huh.
Hey, Commander. Hell of a night. So I've managed not to throw up. Feeling pretty good about that. Duty calls, huh? Even with a hangover?
There's still a war on.
Unless the Reapers are on shore leave too?
I'm guessing they're not. Round everyone up, pass out the aspirin, and have them report to the Normandy.
You got it. All right, game on.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
Well, last one until you finish kicking the Reaper's asses, you mean? Because that's the plan. Can't wait to see what the hell you make us do next. It's been a good ride.
The best.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need a cab to the Presidium.
Navigation is becoming increasingly difficult due to the number of refugee ships in the docking area.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Thank you. Come again.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
At Kanala Exports, we believe that a peaceful heart is a strong
We
heart.
appreciate your visit.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry it. Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about our full-service warranty. Any of our Elkos Combine affiliate branches for any and all personal needs. Welcome to Kanala Exports. Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis.
Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind. Thank you for shopping at Kanala Exports. Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Any opened goods can only return for store credit.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am.
And what combat experience against Reapers are you basing this on?
None, ma'am.
Outstanding.
Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard.
I found something. We have located Garneau.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more information on what Leviathan could be?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is this Garneau human, Bryson's partner, we must locate.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Understood.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in. Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right up. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Scouting party.
That sounds larger than the term scouting party would suggest.
Get Garneau before the Syrian troops arrive.
The people in this facility will be scared.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They should be panicked.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Commander, something is wrong here.
Let's look around. Careful.
This is unnerving.
We should repair the elevator.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Repairs initiated.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far. Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics.
None of this makes sense for workers at a mining station.
Even estimated 60 days for complete global starvation. It's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use. The Tyrium thing threshold is what the process is 45.
What contains stimuli at the side more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. We found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the medbay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garneau?
I hope not, or we've hit a dead end.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
In your call to Bryson, you mentioned an artifact.
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
He is not himself. This is not Garneau we are talking to.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Someone has cut the power.
There he is.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
According to my map, there's a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
But we're the only ones who will come out alive.
Watch our flank!
The Reaper called Harbinger is believed Banshees are the corrupted Asari often found leading a Reaper strike force. The Reapers create them specifically from Asari with active or latent predispositions to becoming Ardat Yakshi, a rare neurological condition that enhances the Asari's biotic power while causing the immediate death of anyone she mates with. Lumbering as though in constant pain, the emaciated Banshees are surprisingly durable opponents. They are devastating biotics, able to hurl lethal balls of energy and create shock waves as they regenerate. What Alliance military finds most disturbing is the Banshee's ability to spawn her own warp field and seemingly teleport during combat. Although their wails have no apparent physiological effect, the psychological impact is undeniable. When Banshees die, their Ardat Yakshi genetics twist against them. causing a biotic implosion to ensure they evade capture.
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
I will.
What just happened?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
The trouble spots are out there. We should send this repair drone.
We'll need to escort it.
But the drone is damaged. Its power reserves are limited.
Let's make it quick then. One repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
You need to be closer to the drone.
We need to get that drone over there, Commander.
Repairs initiated. Banshee!
Let's head back. Door should be online.
Got it!
I will comply.
Got it! Right.
Yes, Commander.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I've got a shot! Turn back! Garneau! Damn it.
Commander, come quickly.
What have you got?
That human was not the one called Garneau. This is, and he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data. There is also a personal log with 8 missed calls from someone named Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but... all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember... it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling... cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. Couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
No memory of the last 10 years. They'll have a lot of catching up to do.
It would seem Leviathan has the power to take down a Reaper, and possesses the ability to indoctrinate.
Could it be a Reaper itself?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? And more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
They're powerful, whatever they are. And dangerous.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
May I speak with you, Commander? Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Shepard, was starting to think you forgot my favorite hangout.
Sorry, busy. Looks like you've managed to settle in.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After the Collector base, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Virmire. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. T'Soni now refers to me as Glyph, instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. T'Soni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent Shadow Broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Do you think Protheans actually completed the Crucible?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into the Crucible if they thought otherwise. I just wish our Prothean knew more about how dangerous their weapon might be.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority's getting it built.
Just give me some warning before you flip the switch. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard, it's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
Good. I was getting worried.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list, but later. There's so much left to do. I'm working with EDI. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later? Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky EDI let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. T'Soni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but which meant the elusive man...
What happened?
I knew he was... We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker... I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two...
He convinced me...
Agent Farron didn't...
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access. data packet. The results are available on the Information Network terminal.
Chambers is dead.
Oh no, what happened?
Cerberus found her during the Citadel coup. Shot her where she stood.
Oh, that's terrible. She seemed really nice.
What if we'd gone back to Cerberus? Your gut saved us, Gabby.
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
It went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our EZO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and they'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action. Commander Shepard.
Garrus mentioned something about you two having some fun next time you're on the Citadel. Don't get into trouble.
The Reaper weapon, nicknamed Black Star, is so advanced that Alliance scientists can only offer speculation about how it works. The gun appears to exploit an Element Zero core and mass effect fields to fire gravitational singularities, micro-black holes that revert to their natural lethality when they impact a solid object. Researchers theorize that the blast tears apart the strong nuclear forces that hold the target's atoms together, resulting in a localized fusion reaction in light atoms and a localized fission reaction in heavy atoms. If that hypothesis is correct, the weapon alters nuclei, thus changing the chemical composition of the target. This destroys organic tissue, corrodes surviving armor, and leaves a visible trail of light-emitting particles. Although some might argue that the Black Star's single-launch capability makes it a liability, its capacity for utter destruction is essential when the user requires large-scale, instantaneous damage.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
EDI, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, EDI.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
Access card. Any idea what it opens?
The requisitions locker. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Bryson's assistant, Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arrive. Arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Cerberus forces in attacks. Alliance has deployed units to defend the refugees during evacuation.
Do you know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk? Don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth off on a patrol mission once. Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot him from the Suns fast enough. Should have ended his tenure with a bullet.
Assisted Commander Shepard in preventing Cerberus forces from killing the Council. No replacement has been selected for the position vacated by Councilor Denell Dina.
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Heard the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Shakwa spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
Your people need our supplies, and my people need every edge we can get. Your combat-grade meds will make a difference, and our mission may just save everyone. Now is not the time for pettiness or mistrust.
With our day-to-day worries, it's easy to forget we are all in this together. I'll have my people contact yours. You'll have your supplies as soon as possible.
Heavy losses are mounting as human colonies Elysium, Tiptree, and Sue's Hollow are hit by Reaper forces.
Hey!
Oh.
Grissom Academy also was home to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
The Nimbus Cluster and the Selian Nebula. Alliance forces struck back at Cerberus with a daring attack.
My wife just went back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Of course. You're a Neota spouse, correct?
Yes. How did you know that?
We keep identity information on all permanent Citadel residents engaged in formal relationships with Asari. That way, should anyone require diplomatic aid, we can ensure prompt assistance.
It's wonderful. Then you can help me send my daughter back to my wife's family?
I'm afraid, however, that might be a bit difficult.
Hey, Shepard. I have to admit, the place feels safer with you here. Everyone's walking around in a daze, or in my case, limping. And I wonder if we'll ever be the same. These are dark days for all of us.
You got your work cut out for you.
You and me both, Shepard.
By Krogan support on Palaven.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu.
Nimbus Cluster and the Selian Nebula. Alliance forces struck back at Cerberus with a daring attack that disabled Asari's fleet. After obtaining a cure to the genophage, Krogan leaders have announced an alliance with the Turian military against the Reapers.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money. hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo of the shiny new armor they gave him. White and yellow armor. Man.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glyph.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Strip. Anything you want to do, just know. You want to go where?
Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
I have been asked to take part in a feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Who says it will?
Commander Shepard, I didn't realize you were coming too. Perfect timing, perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention, the Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. We have the real Shepard now. All right, places everyone. Quickly, quickly. Cue the backdrop. Roll cameras. And action.
Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so. But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
So are you guys just making this up, or what?
Of course not. A writer wrote it, so it must be true. You die now! Not yet! That line comes later!
The Vorcha Councilor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I believe I have been misinformed about the purpose of this vid.
Now then, O wise Prothean Elder, what wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
Salarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Salarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean don't like you!
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
Blasto! About time you showed up! The galaxy is under attack by Reapers! If only someone had warned us about them years ago!
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed audio.
Actually that was me. Sovereign, Saren, you might have heard of them?
Yes, and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean don't like you!
This one has found his motivation. Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
I've been in the club for 3 years now.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
Look! It's Sovereign's half-brother Sluggard! And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double! Your line. Say your line.
You'll die now! Oh no! The Vorcha Councilor is indoctrinated!
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an incendiary projectile with the Councilor's name on it.
This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in the refrigerator. May we go now, Commander?
Strike the set. Tell casting we'll need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Actually, I'm mounting a production of Macbeth with a new Krogan talent as the lead. He brings a raw brutality to the stage that emphasizes the ruthless actions of his character.
Sounds like inspired casting.
I like to think I have an eye.
Welcome to Castle Arcade.
Good night.
Did you catch the updated intel reports on specific enemy defenses? Brilliant endgame. Excellent use of the Baylusian Gambit.
Is this space chess?
It's called Kapesh Yakshi, Blade of the Night Winds. The Asari have played it since... we were supposed to meet for lunch. I'm so sorry. I entered the tournament on a lark. I thought I'd be eliminated in the first few rounds.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be free to join your friend in 20 moves or fewer.
T'Souza.
Trainer, would you like to just give me your frigates now? I always take them sooner or later.
Polgara T'Souza. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
That was before you helped manage intel for a galactic war.
You're right. I've gotten a lot better since I came to the Normandy.
Which is a frigate, by the way. So try not to lose it.
Roger that.
So much for your frigate. Neural feedback. It disincentivizes sacrificing pieces casually. A few more centuries, Trainer, and you might be a challenge. You must not have that much time to practice now, living on that warship. My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy through this game.
So, your job is playing games?
Mentoring students in strategic and tactical simulations. Yes.
Specialist trainer here personally saved Grissom Academy. More than a dozen students owe her their lives.
I'm sure she's a wonderful serviceman, but she just lost her last frigate.
Traded her last frigate, actually, for your homeworld. Thanks. Commander. And I apologize again for missing lunch.
All for a good cause, traitor. Carry on.
You could win!
So you detonate your tech armor in emergencies?
No, pretty much all the time. Surrounded by husks, tech armor. Rockneye swarmers jumping at me, tech armor.
But against the Marauder, surely you'd want the additional protection.
Nah, I overload their shields, move in real close, and then detonate. Tech armor takes them right down.
But couldn't you just hit them?
You can try. Those Marauders roll like you wouldn't believe. Spirits, I wish I could roll like that.
What about a bird?
Warp field to weaken its armor. Let it close, then tech armor.
Phantom?
Overload her barriers, fire her a bit if she pulls up that defensive biotic thing. Then tech armor.
Get
right in there, close enough. And the tech armor even takes out their drones.
Take that. Not fair. I think this one's broken.
I just never anticipated Turian Cabals using tech armor in such an aggressive manner.
I'm just surprised Solarians don't detonate tech armor.
No. We prefer elegant methods for a more civilized age. Have I ever told you about the time I took out 2 Banshees with a decoy hologram and a Scorpion heavy pistol? Did you catch the updated intel report on stripping enemy defenses? It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's recruit rating. Which gun to use for best armor penetration. As if anyone carries 2 guns anymore.
It's elementary. If you're staring down a hallway at a Cerberus Centurion, you deploy an energy drain on their shields.
Or just overload them, sure. And if you come up against a Marauder, you detonate your tech armor.
Exactly. Wait, what?
Win a prize!
You're mine, you bastard! God damn it!
Saeed?
Over here, Shepard. This thing is fucking impossible.
What are you doing?
There was a kid here, sniveling brat, spending all his credits, crying.
So you thought you'd get a prize for him?
He asked. Looked simple enough. God damn it.
Where's the kid?
What do I care? Got any credit, Shepard?
Isn't there something better we could go do?
What could possibly be more important than Zaid Masani not getting bested by some fucking kids game?
You really want one of those plushy toys?
Goddamn right I do.
Okay then.
Credits.
Sure. But even a bounty hunter's gotta use his manners once in a while.
Please.
Easy. Easy.
It's obviously rigged somehow.
Rigged?
I'm going to hunt down the shit-for-brains inventor of this crooked game and pull his inspiration out through his arsehole. Probably some smart-ass Solarian bastard. I'm going back in. Credits. All right. Here you go, sweetheart.
Okay, Zaid. Where to?
How should I know? What do you feel like? Apollo's? Casino? More claw?
But this time, you play with your own damn credits.
I'm man enough to pay for my own addictions, Shepard.
Addiction? Already?
I'm an all-in kind of guy.
I think I knew that about you.
So you detonate your tech armor in an emergency?
No, pretty much all the time. Surrounded by husks, tech armor. Rockneye swarmers jumping at me, tech armor.
But against a marauder, surely you'd want the additional protection.
Nah, overloader.
Have a good evening now.
Come on in.
So who's this patriarch person you keep going on about?
What? You never heard of Lady Patriarch?
So there I was, taking cover behind a table in the middle of this Asari monastery. Scion on my right side, pinning me down. I try to let loose with a concussive shot, but I'm covered in those bees, the swarmers. Everything's overloaded. And then this huge biotic...
You go first.
Have a good evening now.
Your move.
Welcome to Castle Arcade. Good night.
The real difficulty, of course, will be getting the Pyjack to perform.
Hijack? I don't recall there being hijacks in Macbeth.